What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. This is going to be my raw reaction to this. Doug Pederson has been fired, and as a Giants fan, a lot of people tried to say that we were salty. A lot of people tried to say that we were just complaining because we wanted some team to do our work for us. That was never the case. We were just reacting like the rest of the NFL reacted when we saw a team go out and throw a game. Because Doug Pederson is making a big brain move and he's already got the 6th draft pick secured and he's coming back next year. So he's going to make that pick. And when Doug Pederson drafts, the person that's going to make his team better, he'll get the last laugh. When he calls Jalen Hurts in his office and tells him we're going to go get Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase, he's going to have the last laugh. Well, guess what? Doug Pederson doesn't have an office right now, because they fired him, because he hasn't done a great job overall, and because I'm pretty sure that does not look good. That doesn't look good to do that on live TV, to do that in front of a national audience on Sunday Night Football. Your team, they've already got enough black marks. Another black mark is placed upon that team. You already got the fans throwing snowballs at Santa, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But that, to me, was really one of the more disgusting things I've seen in football. And I'm just going to tell you that's just what my opinion is. The Giants are going to be picking 11th instead of 19th. So if you ask me, at the end of the day, the Eagles did the Giants a favor. So that's just my take on that. But he didn't just get fired because of, tanking that game or throwing that game or giving that game up. He got fired because he hasn't done the greatest job coaching. Miles Sanders is one of the better running backs in this league, one of the most dynamic players overall in this league. And he regularly would give him 10 touches or less. He would go entire quarters without giving him the ball, kind of like Andy Reid with LaShawn McCoy back when he was on the Eagles. And he would just not give him the ball. He would be successful. He'd be having like 7-8 yards a carry, and he wouldn't give him the ball. So, second, this dude is supposed to be an offensive mastermind. But Carson Wentz, someone with literally every single tool that you would want from a quarterback, Carson Wentz has. Now, sure, he can kind of get rattled and things can kind of speed up and he can make bad decisions sometimes. Sure. But to have him have a season like this, I'm sorry, that's on the offensive coordinator. And no one's the offensive coordinator. You're calling plays. You're the offensive coordinator. So at this point, Carson Wentz having this kind of season is on you. Carson Wentz leading the league in interceptions, maybe that's believable from the way he plays the game and just the way he is. But him not being able to consistently put up points, that's a whole different issue in itself. And Doug Pederson consistently pointing the finger at Carson Wentz, pointing the finger at everybody but him. It makes me sick to watch an NFL head coach not take accountability for what his team is playing like and what his quarterback is playing like, especially when you're the offensive coordinator and you're calling all the plays and you're not helping him with the run game. And you see that he's missing an entire offensive line for most of the year. And you see that you all had a chance to get him a weapon. And instead of taking Justin Jefferson, you take Jalen Reagor. Fine, you missed on the pick. But instead of trying to bolster the team even more for him, you take a second-round quarterback. So, and before people try to say that was just on Howie Roseman, the coach makes the picks with the general manager. It's a collaborative effort pretty much everywhere in the league. Yes, maybe the GM has the final decision, but there's no way a GM is going to take a quarterback in the second round without the head coach at least signing off on it. It's just not believable to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. So Doug Pederson basically watched Carson Wentz go out there with nothing around him. People injured everywhere. Jalen Reagor struggling, and then he's injured. And then when Miles Sanders comes out and he's running the ball behind a bad offensive line and he's still getting yards, you decide to go away from Miles Sanders, make Carson Wentz drop back, and try to throw to no one. And continually have these bad turnover games when you could have just leaned on the running game against the Giants a couple months ago. The only reason that the Giants have the ability to say that we should have won the game because Evan Ingram dropped the pass, and if he catches that, we win the game, is because they went away from the run. And I think that was Boston Scott. But at the end of the day, both Eagles games, whether that was Boston Scott or Miles Sanders, they went away from the run. And that's an Andy Reid trait, but it seems like Andy Reid in his old age has finally picked up on, I need to keep running the ball when we're able to rip off big yards every time. And it's just, you cannot just go through the season and blame this entire season on Carson Wentz. You bench him, you don't give him a jersey that last week of the season, and I'm kind of thinking that's because they didn't want him to go out there and get hurt, which makes perfect sense because then they're going to have to worry about paying him. But when I get to my conclusion of this entire situation, it's just about this. Doug Pederson is right here. Carson Wentz is right here. And the Eagles were given a decision. They were given a situation. Which side are you on? Are you on Doug Pederson's side and you're putting faith in him to coach Jalen Hurts up, or to coach whatever quarterback? There were rumors of them possibly taking a quarterback, coach Zach Wilson or Trey Lance up, or stay with Carson Wentz, get him a new offensive coach, get him someone that can use every single strength that he has, mobility. Not maybe the downfield mobility Jalen Hurts has, but he's got the mobility, the arm strength, that accuracy. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. But he's got all of the physical tools for a great offensive mind to take advantage of. And this is a Giants fan with a Giants hoodie and a Giants background saying this. I can see talent when I see it. It's all about what's going on up here. And if someone can coach him up, then he's going to have the ability to return back to where he was in 2017. So the Eagles decided, I don't want to trade Carson Wentz to the Colts, and watch him become the Carson Wentz of old and then take a chance on maybe Jalen Hurts developing into what Carson Wentz was in 2017, because they've already seen it from him. And they've already seen Doug Pederson continuously mess things up with good rosters. And, they've had injuries, sure. But Doug Pederson he's made some questionable decisions. He's made a lot of bad calls. And Eagles fans have been yelling to get rid of the dude. And I know I'm going to have some Eagles fans under this video telling me that I don't know what I'm talking about and Doug Pederson did this and that. You guys were screaming for his job. So at the end of the day, they chose to stay with Carson Wentz, let him continue to try to develop, get him an offensive mind. I'm thinking they're probably going to target Eric Bieniemy, or they're going to target Joe Brady or some offensive mind that can get with Carson Wentz, or even if they do decide to move on from Carson Wentz, that can get with maybe Dable from Buffalo, but that can find him and kind of mold him into what he was, or mold him into something better. And the same thing goes for Jalen Hurts. They don't trust Doug Pederson to handle either one of these quarterbacks. So that's my take on it. You guys let me know, Giants fans, Eagles fans, and all, what you think of this firing. Do you think it was mostly because of the tank job? I think they had a little bit to do with it. I think if they said you have your job secured no matter what, and then they saw that, they might have changed their minds, and that extra year was taken away. But at the end of the day, this is a cumulative, add up kind of job, and he had to go.